To improve posture and alignment, it is important to strengthen all the muscles of the upper body and core. For today's workout, you will need super light weights and light weights. If you don't have weights, you can substitute with water bottles or cans. Let's start with some ballet squats to warm up. Stand with your legs externally rotated from the hip, heels together. Circle your arms overhead. Now take a step to the right, come into a slightly wider stance and repeat. Back to center, circle your arms overhead. Now take a step to the left and repeat. Back to first position in the center, circle your arms overhead. Come to a narrow second and circle your arms overhead. Back to center, circle your arms. Narrow second on the left, circle your arms. Back to first position and circle your arms one last time. Come into a more parallel position. Now extend your left arm up to the ceiling and bend over to the right. Keep your torso as long as possible. You don't have to bend very far. Just find a stretch in your waist and mid-back. Let's switch to the other side. Extend your right arm and bend to the left. So you're reaching up and over. Now come back to center. Stand at the back of your mat. Bend your knees, shrug your shoulders, and extend your arms behind you. Keep your pelvis tucked and pulse your arms towards each other. This stretch releases tension between the shoulder blades. Let's do a few more. Come out of this position and let's get ready to roll down. Tuck your chin to your chest. Roll down through your spine. Let your torso meet your thighs. Now roll back up, one vertebrae at a time. Now move your right ear to your right shoulder, left ear, left shoulder. Keep moving. This stretches your upper traps. Now let's roll down one more time. Let your torso hang and release all tension in your upper body. Now roll back up, one vertebrae at a time. Now look to the left, come through center, look to the right, through center and to the left. Keep moving. This stretches your neck. Let's roll down one last time. Let your torso meet your thighs. Now place your hands on the mat, bend your knees, and extend your knees. Bend your knees again, let your head release, and extend your knees. One last time, bend your knees, and extend your knees. Let's roll back up. And let's finish with some arm swings. Make sure you're initiating the movement from your shoulder blades. Let's get started with the first series. We will use weights for the next exercises. Start with a light weight, anywhere from 2 to 5 pounds. Improve your form first and then work your way up. Stand in a wide stance with your legs externally rotated. Bend your elbows, lower down into a plie. Rotate your palms to the ceiling. Now rotate your arms to the side and come back to center. Open to the side, come back to center. Side, center. Keep moving. Keep your hips tucked. Engage your core. This exercise works your deltoids. 4 more like this. Have your palms face each other and extend your knees. Now lift your elbows up, extend your arms as you plie, bend your elbows, come up and lower your elbows. Let's repeat. Elbows up, plie and extend, bend your elbows, come up and lower. Keep moving. Let's do 4 more. Keep your hips tucked and your torso long. Let's come into a more parallel position for arm circles. Keep a slight bend in your knees, extend your arms to the sides and circle them forward. Five more. Reverse and circle the other way. 5 more. Lower one of your weights to the mat. Quick balance training is next. Stand on your right leg with your left leg in passe. Now bend your elbows and pass your weight from side to side. Keep your hips tucked and ground your right foot. Now extend your arms and let's pass the weight overhead. These exercises are more challenging than they look. Last one. Let's repeat on the other side. Stand on your left leg with your right leg in passe. Bend your elbows. Pass your weight from side to side. Now let's pass the weight overhead. If you wobble a little bit, it's totally fine. Last one. Grab your second weight and let's repeat this series one more time. Stand in a wide stance with your legs externally rotated. Bend your elbows. Now lower down into a plie. Rotate your palms to the ceiling. Now open your arms to the side. Come back to center. Open, center, open, center. Keep moving. If you can, try to plie a little bit deeper. Tuck your hips and engage your core. Let's do one more. Have your palms face each other and extend your knees. Now lift your elbows up. Extend your arms as you plie. Bend your elbows, come up and lower your elbows. Repeat, elbows up, plie and extend. Bend your elbows, come up and lower. Keep moving. Keep your torso and your neck long. Your shoulders are depressed and lift your elbows as high as you can. Let's do 4 more. Come into a parallel position for arm circles. Keep a slight bend in your knees. Extend your arms to the side. Now circle to the front. 5 more. Now reverse. 5 more. Now lose one of your weights. We're going to do our balance exercises one more time. Stand on your right leg with your left in passe. Bend your elbows and pass your weight from side to side. Keep your shoulders lowered and your neck long. Now extend your arms and pass the weight overhead. Let's do 2 more. Let's repeat on the other side. Stand on your left leg with your right leg in passé. Now bend your elbows and pass your weight from side to side. Last one. Now extend your arms and pass the weight overhead. Two more. Grab your second weight and get ready to burn out your arms. If your arms are strong, choose a higher weight. Let's start with hammer curls. These work your biceps. Keep your elbows right next to your waist. If you've chosen a light weight, move with intention and really activate your muscles. Let's do one more. Now let's move into a shoulder press. Keep your shoulders depressed as you extend your arms up. Now let's get into triceps extensions. Extend your arms, bend your elbows and lower your weights behind you, then extend back up. Lower your weights and let's combine all 3 movements. Start with your hammer curl, shoulder press, triceps extension. Lower back down. Hammer curl, shoulder press, triceps extension. 3 more like this. Place your weights to the side and get ready to work your chest and back. Lie down on your mat with your knees bent. Have your weights ready. I'm going to use 5 pounds. You can go higher or lower depending on your strength. When you are ready, grab your weights. Extend your weights in front of your chest. Now open your right arm to the side and come back to center. Open your left arm to the side and come back to center. Let's repeat. Right, left. This exercise trains your chest muscles. Try to keep your core and your torso as stable as possible. Let's do 2 more on each side. Rotate your arms to the front for chest circles. Lower your weights until your hands are in line with your knees. Make a half circle back, lower towards your knees again, circle back to starting position. Keep moving. One more in this direction. Now let's go the other way. Half circle first towards your knees, then pull back. Circle again forward and pull back. Keep moving. 2 more in this direction. Keep your arms straight and your shoulders depressed. Lose one of your weights and hold on to the other for roll-ups. Extend your weight in front of your chest. Now tuck your chin toward your chest and roll up. Come up to sitting, arms slightly towards the front, and then roll back down. Let's repeat. Tuck your chin to your chest, roll up, come to sitting, and roll back down. One more time. Tuck your chin, roll up, come to sitting, and roll back down. Keep drawing in your belly button toward your spine. Your hips are slightly tucked. Let's do 2 more. Lose your weight to the side. Hold on to your ankles and roll up. Let's come to quadruped for Serratus Push Ups. Keeping your arms straight, lower your chest down and then push your chest back up. Lower down and push back up. Your shoulder blades move together as you lower, and as you come back up, the space between your shoulder blades increases. This exercise strengthens your serratus anterior and scapular stabilizers. Let's do 3 more. Let's repeat this series 1 more time. Turn your body around, roll down and lie down on your back. Your knees are bent. Grab your weights for the single arm chest fly. Extend your weights in front of your chest, palms relatively close together. Now open your right arm to the side, come back to center, open your left arm to the side, come back to center, right and left. Keep moving. Draw your belly button in. Keep your pelvis stable, your neck long. Let's do 2 more on each side. Rotate your arms to the front for chest circles. Lower your weights until your hands are in line with your knees, then circle back. Lower towards your knees again and circle back. Keep moving. 2 more in this direction. Now reverse. Draw a half circle towards your knees, then pull back. Half circle forward and pull back. 3 more in this direction. Lose one of your weights and hold on to the other. Tuck your chin toward your chest, roll up through your spine, sit up, and then roll back down. Repeat, tuck your chin, roll up, and roll back down. Keep moving. Your belly button is drawing in as you roll up and roll down. Your pelvis is slightly tucked. Let's do 2 more. Lose your weight. Hold on to your ankles and roll up. Let's finish with Serratus Push Ups. Come into quadruped, keeping your arms straight. Lower your chest down, push back up, lower down, and push back up. Shoulder blades together, shoulder blades apart. Keep moving. Let's do 4 more. Lower into child's pose and take a deep breath. For the Postural and Hip Extension series, lie down on your belly. Hover your forehead slightly above the mat. Now bend your elbows, hands next to your head, elbows slightly below shoulder height. Lift your arms away from the mat, lower the arms to start position, lift them up, lower them down. This exercise is called Swan Arms. It activates the postural muscles and strengthens the middle, lower, and upper traps. Let's do 3 more. For the Swan Lift, stagger your hands and place them underneath your forehead. Lengthen your neck and now lift your head, chest, and arms away from the mat. Lower back down. Lift up, lower back down. Your extension comes from the thoracic spine or the mid-back, not from the lumbar spine. Work for length instead of height. Let's do 2 more. Lower down and stay in this position with your torso. Your hips rotate externally, your legs squeeze together, feet are pointed. Lift the legs away from the mat, inhale and beat the heels together for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower your legs back down to the mat. Push your body up and come to a kneeling plank with your hips tucked. Bend the elbows in by the sides and lower your chest towards the mat. Now push back up. Lower back down and push back up. Down and up. Let's do 2 more. Lower your torso back down to the mat and let's repeat this series 1 more time. For Swan Arms, elbows are bent slightly below shoulder height. Lift your arms up and lower them down to the mat. Lift them up, lower down, up and down. Initiate the movement from your shoulder blades. Your neck is long. Your hip bones are pressing gently into the mat. Let's do 2 more. Stagger your hands and place them underneath your forehead. Lengthen your neck. Now lift the head, chest, and arms away from the mat and lower back down. Lift up and lower down. Up and down. Again, your extension comes from your thoracic spine and not from your lumbar spine. Let's do 2 more. Stay in this position and lift the legs away from the mat for beats. Inhale and beat your heels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower your legs back down to the mat. Push your body up and come into a kneeling plank. Now bend the elbows by the side and lower your chest towards the mat. Push back up. Lower down and push back up. Lower down and push back up. 2 more. Come into child's pose and take a deep breath. Come into quadruped and now walk into a plank for plank knee taps. Pike your hips up and tap your left knee with your right hand. Now switch to the other side. Keep moving. Make sure you find a solid plank in between tapping your knees. If you can't reach your knees, tap your thighs. One more on each side. Lower your knees down to the mat. Now walk back into a plank. Now bend your right knee toward your left shoulder and then extend it and open to the side. Bend and extend to the side. Keep moving. 2 more like this. Now let's switch to the other side. Bend your left knee towards the right shoulder, then extend to the side. Bend and extend. Keep moving. 2 more. Lower your knees down, come into child's pose and stretch. Turn your body around. Roll down to the mat and lie on your back for crisscross. Float your legs up to tabletop. Then interlace your fingers and place them underneath your head. Lift your elbows so they're in your peripheral vision. Curl your head and shoulders off the mat, twist to the left and extend your right leg. Come to center and twist the other way. Keep moving. The opposite leg always extends. Make sure your rotation is coming from your thoracic spine. Hips stay level. Lower back down to the mat. Hug your legs into your chest. Hold on to your ankles and roll up. Let's repeat this series one more time. Come into a quadruped. Find your position again. And then walk into a plank for plank knee taps. Now pike your hips up and tap your left knee with your right hand. Now switch to the other side, right hand to left knee. Keep moving. Find a stable plank in between each knee tap. Two more on each side. Lower your knees down to the mat. Walk back into a plank. Bend your right knee towards the left shoulder and then extend to the side. Bend and extend to the side. Bend, extend to the side. Two more. Now let's switch to the other side. Bend your left knee towards the right shoulder, then extend to the side. Bend and extend. Bend and extend. Two more. Lower your knees back down to the mat. Come into child's pose and stretch. Turn your body around for crisscross. Roll down onto the mat and lie down on your back. Float your legs up to tabletop. Interlace your fingers and place them underneath your head. Lift your elbows slightly until they're in your peripheral vision. Curl your head and shoulders off the mat, twist to the left, extend your right leg, then switch to the other side. Keep moving. Draw your belly button in. Keep your hips level. One more on each side. Lower back down to the mat. Hug your legs into your chest, hold onto your ankles and roll up. You're ready to cool down. Let's cool down and start in quadruped for cat-cow. Arch your back and look up. Now tuck your hips under, around your back and look at your thighs. One more time, arch your back, look up. Tuck your hips under and round your back. Last time, arch and tuck. Tuck your toes under, place them on the mat and push back into down dog. Now pedal through your feet 10 times. Come back into a plank. Pike your hips back up. Pedal your feet 10 times. Stretch your hamstrings. Down dog one last time. Now walk your hands back. Let your knees bend. Release your torso. And now extend your knees. And bend your knees again. Extend your knees again. Bend your knees, let your head release, and extend your knees. Now roll up through your spine, one vertebrae at a time. And come back to center. Now let's stretch our right deltoid. And then switch to the other side and stretch your left deltoid. Let's do some arm swings. Initiate the movement from your shoulder blades. Now stretch your right triceps. Switch over to the other side and stretch your left triceps. Now inhale, circle your arms overhead, exhale and release. One last time. Inhale, circle your arms overhead, exhale and release. Your workout is complete.